We are live and back. The boys are back in town.
J-Ho,
What's up, Jeff?
how you doing today, sir?
I'm all right.
You better?
Are you better? Are you better?
Okay.
Are you better?
All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Hey,
So,
Coach.
Coach.
What's happening?
I'm good, sir.
All right, good. I can, yeah.
All right.
All right. 2
Okay.
weeks over.
All
with.
right,
All right.
Good.
all right.
Yeah. Lead out.
Lead dog.
Lock in with me, twins.
Lead
Mm,
dog.
I'm trying to get you to lock in with
It's all good. Guys. You ain't got one.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay. We good. Okay. Say less. Talk to me, Coach. Give me your song of the week.
Man, my song of the week is shout out to a titty boy now known as 2 Chainz,
2 Chainz.
featuring the Isley Brothers,
We got the same song.
ATL Experience.
Yeah, that's bang.
Bang.
We got the same song.
That's banging,
That's
Jeff.
cool.
Yeah, it is.
He ripping it,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, listen to him.
Nah, he ripped.
Oh, okay.
I wanted him to let Ron Isley go a little further.
Yeah. Maybe the remix. That's it's all about the stream.
1 years old.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about the stream.
Y'all see the video?
We riding in the back of the car?
Ryan ain't standing up in the video.
Yeah.
The free.
He sitting down.
He sit down. Yeah.
I might be.
Yeah.
He playing the guitar, killing it. You know what I'm saying? On the
Yeah.
side. Ron
Yeah.
sitting down the whole time.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Ron, oh.
I seen the video of Ron. You can tell Ron getting old, man. The vocals ain't they
Ain't
not,
vocaling.
I mean, he's 90.
That's what I'm saying. He old, man.
85, I think.
Yeah, Ron old, man.
Yeah.
My song of the week is YTB Fat Popping It.
You got to send me that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
You got
I'ma
to
send
send
it
me
to you. I'ma send
This
it
might
to
be
you.
your second YTB Fat record.
Yeah, nah, for
This
sure.
might be-
Is that your man?
Yeah, it might be your man.
It might be your man.
That's the
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah.
That might be. That's how you would do it.
records is man
Back to back, like Drake.
It ain't back to back.
Uh-huh.
My song.
Oh, you're right. It was your
My
boy, other boy.
boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Babyface right.
Yeah, you're right.
Family over money.
No, it was your man. No, your man's was Boss Man
D-Lo.
That's your man. That's your man.
Cameraman.
Come on, man.
Here today.
Nah, you
going
right.
to
Nah,
war.
Nah,
It's
nah,
so
nah,
weird.
he popping.
He still got the same flow.
Man, that don't mean he ain't still here.
All right, you right.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Got the same flow. That flow ain't going nowhere.
So does Baby.
No, on the run.
Yeah, Baby.
Yeah. Duh, baby.
Belly Gang got the same flow. Oh,
He changed up on the album.
stop.
For real.
No,
Listen
stop.
to-
We've listened to it.
No, he ain't listened to the album.
Oh, he ain't.
The intro got a different flow.
You talking about one song? It's 17 songs.
14. It's only 14.
Man,
It's gonna be 17 on
on the deluxe.
Yeah.
My song is I had the same song as Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 2 Chainz song. That's my song.
That is. All right, let's get
Yeah.
to it, guys.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I'd like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Weezy's out on assignment. Shout out to you, Weezy.
Shout out to Weezy.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
How's the cameraman doing over there?
Cameraman he's all right, I guess. He's all right. Look, he's all right. Hey, he wanted to change it up. He just
He's in the Middle East.
he wanted. It was an audible. Omaha.
Man, episode 565, we're breaking down the 2025 WNBA season.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Doggone know it.
You better damn believe.
Kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Man, my best of the week was the NFL schedules were released, and my Buffalo Bills had my favorite player of all time, favorite NBA player of all time, Allen Iverson, doing their schedule release. I was Happy Man.
Yeah, nah, that made that one for you.
Yeah, it was specifically for me.
That was for
Yeah,
you.
What was the
specifically-
correlation?
I don't know.
No, they asked him. He's like, I don't know. You guys do something with AI, and he was like, okay.
Ah, okay.
And it was
The AI. Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like,
Okay.
can I get a go Bills? He
I
was
got
like,
you.
go Josh Allen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Josh Allen,
Okay.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
here.
okay.
We here. What
Okay.
you got, Coach?
Man, my best of the week, man. Celebrate another year around the sun.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
my dog.
Another year
man.
around the sun.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
always good to be here.
Oh
man.
man,
Gotta be
yeah,
here.
that's
So, yeah,
right,
man. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
great.
Feeling great.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
That's what it's all about.
Uh-huh.
That's what it's all about. My best of the week is Asia Wilson's A1 shoe. She cannot keep those shoes in stores. They're selling out after restock, after restock, after restock within a few minutes. So man, clap for Asia.
That's a
man.
good job.
Yeah. With it selling out. Yeah, Sabrina's not selling out like
Yeah,
that.
not like that.
Playing up Sabrina.
Right.
Players are
But I mean, they on the shelves.
streets is
Them
talking.
A1s,
Woo.
Streets is talking.
them A1s,
Yeah,
they gone.
When them blue drop,
yeah. I got
Yeah.
a pair of them.
Yeah,
Blues
nah,
hard.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to the A1s, man. I might get a pair of A1s.
them
I'm
blues.
gonna get a pair
tough.
of Hardens though, for real.
Yeah, that's your shoe.
I like that.
That is your
Hard.
shoe. Yeah.
You said
That is your
you
shit.
talk about how I did them AE1s.
Yeah.
You selling them hard. you selling them hard.
They might make my list.
Nah, you ain't put no basketball shoe.
They-
You're not putting a Jordan basketball shoe.
They might.
Cameraman, matter of fact, fresher than the average don't even have a board. The first board for fresher than the average. There's no way J Hope is putting
At
a
the end of
non-Jordan basketball shoe on his shoe of the year.
Here we go.
No, a non-retro Jordan basketball shoe will not make J Ho's shoe of the year list.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Worst of the week.
Keep talking
Coach.
about them hards.
Man, my worst of the week is Kid Capri is suing Martin
No way.
33 years later for using his voice in the Martin intro. 33 years later. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he took that from
Get some Def
Def Comedy Jam. And he said in an interview when they was talking to Martin about it that he was really he mad that they didn't shout him out about it. Basically, he was like, "Oh yeah, it ain't nothing like that," you know.
But
So
you
now,
saw something?
no, he's mad that Martin kind of was waving it off like Kid Capri wasn't a big deal with that.
Yeah.
So now he's coming out saying he about to sue Martin for it.
Man, that money must be getting funny.
Man,
Kid Capri have you ever been to the Kid Capri party?
They
say he be killing it.
Yeah. I
they
think
say
he
he
did
be
boom
killing
back one time.
He boom back one time.
I think I
saw
went
him
to
at
that.
All Star in Orlando one time. Like he shakes.
Yeah, I've heard he has like he's
Great.
great.
Damn, Kid Capri.
Come on,
that ain't
man.
how you do it.
Right.
Yeah. My worst of the week. And I'm gonna ask the room. This is a room question.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Me and Weezy had a bet.
Oh Lord.
Me and Weezy had a bet.
Okay.
Okay. So the bet was when the Knicks were up 2-0. I said the Celtics were gonna come back and win the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So in turn, the bet he was already ahead in the bet. So
Mhm.
it was cool. All right, cool. Jayson Tatum gets hurt.
Mhm.
I said, hey man, we need to void the bet.
Okay. He said,
Am I wrong?
He said, "Nah."
Who's wrong? Me. I'm wrong. Am I wrong, Jeff? He did.
So he said, "Hey Jay,
Yeah, let's bet. Let's bet on the series. Yeah.
you're wrong." All right, I'm a man that usually says injuries changes things, but I'm also being held to a bet myself because of the same situation. So same person and another person in that same group chat. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it
No.
because everybody knows
Bro,
I wouldn't make that. I wouldn't make that bet.
Exactly.
Or if such a certain player is not playing.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
So like if I would have made the bet,
Yeah, I can't control
I
that.
can't control that. I made the bet thinking that Jayson Tatum was gonna be there
100%.
to
Right.
get them to win 4 straight games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so that's how I made the bet.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it wasn't a player prop bet, because if on DraftKings, shout out to DraftKings, we need to get a sponsorship. If if somebody's injured during a game,
They
it's
cancel.
voided.
Yeah.
Period. During
Yeah.
the game. It's over with. Yeah, it's over with. Yes.
That's the bet you agreed to, though. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Talk to me.
Ah man. You see, I said I'm with him. I'm being held to it. I got to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. My worst of the week. It's bittersweet. P Rose.
Mm-hmm.
P Rose. Finally,
Charlie Hustle.
gets reinstated with the MLB. Him and old Billy White Shoes.
Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes.
Man, listen. Here's why I say this is my worst of the week. The man is gone. He doesn't get to get his flowers. And even if he were here, he still would have to wait until 2028 before he's even eligible to get into the Hall of Fame. That should be one of those retroactive, all right, bro.
Instantly.
Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to do Barry Bonds the same way. And this is what we looking. This is why baseball always is a step behind.
Charlie Hustle, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Coach Locke.
Yeah, boy.
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
We do. This week's award recipient is Kadarius Toney.
That's right, KT.
Get a retroactive.
Oh,
Florida Gator.
oh,
Short week, Jeff.
oh.
Short week, Jeff.
You said he was.
Hey, he was cruising for one. That's my boy. KT, former Florida Gator.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, man. He entered the NFL with so much promise. He's a tackle breaking yards after catch machine at the University of Florida. The New York Giants used the number 20 overall pick on him in 2021, but instead Toney's career barely got off the ground, and now it appears to be all but over. The draft bust wide receiver took to Instagram Live on Thursday to announce his retirement, when he will continue to pursue a rap career. Toney's rap name? Young Joker.
What?
Joka.
He said he got a different machine behind him now.
Toney lasted less than 2 full seasons with the Giants after being drafted. Spent the season and a half with the Chiefs. Then played sparingly for the Cleveland Browns in 2024. Ironically, won 2 Super Bowl rings with Kansas City, though,
Yeah, he did.
making his time in the NFL and oddly winning one despite his lack of overall contributions. His most effective season was his rookie year in 2021 with the Giants. He had 39 catches for 420 yards. Young Joker.
Joker.
Now, he came out and said that he is still open to coming back to the NFL, but he is also
Yeah,
pursuing rap.
that's a heck of a headache.
Yeah.
Shout out to Young Joker.
Shout out to Young Joe. That should make you got to take that to him.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
that's
you
my
gotta
boy.
talk to
Yeah,
him, man.
Yeah.
Talk
KT
to
a little
him.
different too.
You got
Yeah,
to
KT,
fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
KT a little different too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Put your hands up.
yeah, nah, for sure. We
Yeah.
be all right. We gonna be all right.
Yeah, I ain't saying he gonna get you. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, nah, for sure. We gonna be all
he
right.
might go left, but you like, bro, you trying to give us a
Right.
game? He
Let's
might
go.
take a left.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smell my
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the me. Come
Ah.
on, man. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm J.O.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke. Jeff, where can they find you at on social media?
Coach, you can find me at JEasley4 across all social media platforms.
J-Hove, talk to the people.
I'm J-Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter, man. Let's have a full conversation on Twitter, man. Not too much, man. Steph Curry only played in one game in that tournament.
Ooh.
It's a rough
Ooh.
year for you.
No, it ain't.
Ew.
No, it ain't.
You ain't got a man's left.
Injury.
I'm just saying, I'm not like that.
By the time they hear this recording, you won't need it.
You don't know
I
that.
know that. You know that. I'm going to call you. I'm going to wake your whole household up when y'all lose tonight.
Man, nothing has changed for your boy, man. It's Locke _ great. That's THA. Get at me.
Guys, kick the first half off with some NBA talk. The 2025 NBA Draft Lottery began with a palpable buzz, man, in the air. Concluded with a collective gasp, jaws dropping to the floor, and Knicks turning on a swivel simultaneously. Start off with the winners, Coach. Give me your first winner and why.
The Eastern Conference teams are my winners. The top prospect always seems to end up in the Western Conference, which is the juggernaut conference of the NBA right now. So the East is like the JV group, and it just got even weaker with the clear top two with Flag and Harper probably going to the West. The conference remains pretty wide open moving forward. And now, especially that Jayson Tatum has been injured, so we don't know how that's going to affect Boston because we know how much money they got in him and Jaylen Brown and all those other guys. And rumors with Antetokounmpo possibly going to the West leaves another superstar leaving the East.
That's right.
So this just makes it easier for teams like the Raptors. They have a chance to maybe go further in the playoffs now. But if you're an Eastern Conference team, man, it kind of opens it wide open for you to make a run in the playoffs. Of course, the Knicks are going to be the Knicks. But after that, who else you got in the East?
Well, Jeff, give me your first one.
San Antonio Spurs.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
The San Antonio Spurs have options.
They got
What you
options.
want is options.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
You can either because we know Cooper Flag's going one.
Mm-hmm.
At the second pick, you can have Dylan Harper
Mm-hmm.
or
Or
package that pick with some other assets
yeah,
and have Giannis Antetokounmpo
that's right.
starting next to Victor Wembanyama
Mhm.
and De'Aaron Fox and Katie bar the doors, they used to say in college football. It's a new day in the Western Conference at that point.
That checks all the boxes for Giannis. He wanted to play in the West. He wanted to play in a state with no income tax, and on top of that, he gets to play where he's not the primary person. So
He gets to chill.
he get to chill, man.
Whew.
Yeah. Do you think him and what's my boy name, Victor Wembanyama, he'll get in the way of each other?
Nah, only reason why is because Giannis has one speed. We know that.
Yeah.
But Tricky Vicky,
Halfback dive.
yeah, that's all he got. That's all he had. But Tricky Vicky can step out, shoot the tray,
Yeah.
shoot the midi.
When you gonna let that go?
Hey, it's working.
It's only working for you and Van.
Shout out to fans.
I'm rolling with you with the Spurs, man. They moved up from 8th to 2nd, put themselves in a real position to be contenders within the next 2 years. You have back-to-back Rookie of the Years, like you mentioned with Vic and Stephon Castle, and now you have 2 and 14. So, or you package up Devin Vassell, you package up Keldon Johnson.
2 and 14.
Yeah, this is a situation where it can be very similar to what the Houston Rockets did this year, coming in as a number 2 in the West. So, yeah, man, a winner for me is the Spurs.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me another winner, Coach.
Yeah, I had the Spurs as well, but
Okay.
another winner for me is Philadelphia 76ers. They could have easily lost this pick based on things happened in the past,
Mhm.
but the way the draft dropped for them,
Yep.
they ended up with the number 3 pick.
Mhm.
So now you can go start to get your future superstar because we still don't know what's going to happen with Embiid. We don't know if he's going to be able to bounce back and be the MVP caliber player that he's been, or is he just going to be another season fulfilled of half playing or only missing a lot of games, not being able to finish the year. So with Philadelphia still being able to keep this pick and it wound up being number 3, were a winner for me.
Yeah, and I'm rolling too as well because now you have options with Jared McCain, and you get Ace Bailey within that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a real problem, Jeff. Give me your last one because I'm
So,
done.
I think we all have one winner the same, right?
Yeah,
Let's low hanging.
let's talk about it.
I was going to talk about Charlotte.
Go ahead, talk about Charlotte.
Charlotte Hornets at the 5th pick with the lottery pick. There.
Mhm.
You get to. There is an opportunity
Yeah,
that you get Ace Bailey,
that's true.
and you pair Ace Bailey with Brandon Miller
You don't
and
need
Melo
that.
Ball,
They don't get away with you.
and that's the YN team of the future.
Yeah,
That is Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, and Muggsy Bogues
Yeah,
all
they
over
don't need
again.
that.
They restoring the feeling in Charlotte if
That's
you
a
get
bad
that team
feeling.
together right there.
feeling of hell. Let's go to hell basketball. Nah.
They're going to be fun to watch.
Nah, man.
That's Jeff basketball. That's what he's
Oh,
You love watching go to hell ball.
put LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and
Go
Ace
to
Bailey on the same team. Dude,
You going to hell. Let's go to hell ball. Let's go to hell ball. Clearly, we don't got to talk about the Mavs because
right.
they had a
Yeah.
1.8?
1.8%.
Come on, man.
1.8.
1.8, dog. Now you look at that 5, you got Kai, then you roll with Clay, then you do Cooper Flag, who's 6'7". I thought he was taller.
Yeah, but this what I don't
That's
like
what I
though.
do.
And that's
Everybody play basketball
They
with
need to
shoes
stop
on,
that
man.
because nobody's out there barefoot. I
Oh.
hate that. Yes, me, Coach Locke. I hate it.
Yeah.
Why we measure them without shoes?
That's stupid.
They're never gonna play without shoes.
Yeah.
measure them with shoes.
Yeah, with insoles in, he's 6'9".
Yeah, like come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, but him at the 3. Then you still got to figure out what you're gonna do with PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. No disrespect. And then his
Really?
5 is Derek Lively, or you can figure it out with AD.
Really?
I'm just saying, we move on.
Kevin
You know what I'm saying?
Gates.
Kevin
Really?
Gates.
Okay.
How long is Kyle?
Kai, 6 to 8 months. So I mean, Kai is walking and doing PT. So
Mm.
I think Kai will be ready December.
Okay. If he's ready December, shout out to Nico.
Mm-hmm.
You usually don't get this type of opportunity.
Nah.
Hey.
You make a move like that.
Yeah.
Dallas, shout out to Dallas for sticking by that man.
right.
It looks like he's gonna keep his job.
Looks like.
Along with other people, have called for his job, called for him to be fired. He should have been fired for making that trade, but they were smart. And
You
they
said it
held
was
him.
malpractice.
It was
Yeah.
malpractice. You don't trade Luka Doncic just for AD in one first round pick. When you see the Knicks gave up 5 for Mikal Bridges.
He definitely got a life raft, boy.
It's-
Oof.
They threw him.
But
Yeah.
I don't be playing.
Yeah.
Nah. Because that was nothing but God.
Man.
But God. Let's get to the losers, Jeff. Kick us off. First loser.
Tankers.
Let's do it.
Tankers.
Rolling.
Tankers are the losers.
Mhm.
We are the last 2 number 1 picks have gone to teams with with lower chances,
Yep.
right, of winning the draft lottery. When teams that are tanking once the league decided to cap it off at 14% across the board, tanking should have gone out of the way. And now
That's
you're
right.
seeing that with these lower seeded teams getting the number 1 picks. What is the purpose of putting that sorry basketball on the court when you can actually go out and try to win games?
It's bad. Yeah. You want to talk about tanking, coach?
Yeah, man. They tried to put in the play-in system to try to prevent that, and we see teams still doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter, and I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
With one of my losers, but go ahead.
Yeah. So if you look at Utah, they were 17-65. The Washington Wizards were 18-64, and the Charlotte Hornets were 19-63. Each had a 14% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick, and everyone else had a statistically lower case to get that, and it just didn't. And I feel the worst for Utah because now all of their draft picks that they've gotten since disbanding Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, and they restarted. All of those draft picks are gone, or they're there and they just haven't panned out.
No.
Cody Williams, Kevontae,
Kessler's
Keontae George. He's about to get
Kessler's
traded to the Lakers, though.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, so
Lakers got to get whatever they want for Kessler.
man, this was Utah's best shot at getting a generational talent,
It's Utah.
and he fits Utah at a high level. And now he will go to Dallas, where he also fits in really well. So, man, that's tough for Utah.
Conspiracy for that right now.
Okay,
Utah's gonna get that kind of talent next year.
that's what I'm saying. It ain't nobody, coach. Boozer.
Anthony?
Nah, he won't be. He won't be a lottery pick.
But BYU,
AJ DeBanson,
AJ DeBan's be a lot of
where's
1 year.
and where's BYU at?
Utah.
In Wyoming.
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
Just September, May
yeah,
15th.
yeah,
They gonna mess around and wind up the number 1 pick.
yeah. That's good. Yeah, but he been playing in Utah.
Yeah.
Now he literally
Yeah.
like he plays for Utah Prep.
It makes
That's
sense.
what I'm
Going to
saying.
play at
It's gonna be a
BYU,
hard
and then if he go the
See
NBA,
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
The NBA.
You with me? You
Yeah,
follow
yeah, I'm with you. Then. Okay.
It hit me like it.
Yeah. Well, let me. Give me another loser, coach.
Your Bulls.
Man.
Dallas and Chicago each went 39-43 and made the play-in, with the Mavericks winning the game before losing and the Bulls going home right away.
Yep.
A coin flip determined who would gonna get the 11th best lottery odds and who would have the 12th best, and the Bulls lost out. So instead of bringing home a high-profile draft pick, since Derrick Rose, they remain in no man's land, a flip away from Cooper Flag, possibly, and in Chicago.
Damn.
That sucks.
That sucks, man.
That sucks.
Man. They ain't gonna bless us like that no more. We got Matas though.
Yeah.
I like Matas.
Yeah.
I like Matas Buzelis.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Y'all being the Bulls started to round in the shape
Sure
of
did.
at the
A
end.
little late.
A little late.
We got Zach out of there a little
Yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
That's tough. Give me a loser, Jeff.
Conspiracy theorist Twitter.
Okay.
Guys, here's the thing. I understand the NBA has not done much to help us not think that there's some fixing going on with some of these games. They've had stuff in the past that actually come out. Looking at you, Michael Porter Jr., little brother. Stuff. Gambling is there. But guys, Nico, there's no way the NBA found a way to convince the Mavericks to trade Luka Doncic to the Lakers, to then promise them that they would win the coin flip, as Coach Locke said, and then have the lowest odds in the draft lottery. And then Kyrie Irving somehow tears his ACL, right?
Yeah.
Tears his ACL, and the entire front court goes down with injury. There's no way. Even the best script writers couldn't have wrote that one.
Yeah, it's tough, man. My loser is conference balance. Coach talked about it at the beginning with the winners, but that imbalance between the East and the West has been painfully obvious over the past 2 decades. The path to the finals appearance in the West is strategically harder. If you look at a Steph Curry-led Golden State Warriors team, they would have been a 3rd seed in the East. So they were in a playing game, just playing in the West. So it just makes things a little bit difficult. But and on top of that, too, the Spurs won the lottery in 2023. Dallas gets that opportunity again with Cooper Flag. You know what the Atlanta Hawks got? Who's a great 3-and-D guy. Zachary Ricochet, which I really like him as a basketball player. He's a really good player. I think he can develop into a high-end 3-and-D guy, potentially an all-star. But he's not Wemby. He's not Cooper Flag. You understand? So
That's tough.
Man,
and I said it when we won that draft lottery. Like,
yeah,
what a year to win it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. Maybe if we could move some of the Western Conference teams to the East. Here's looking at you, the Memphis Grizzlies. They need to go to the Eastern Conference.
They do.
And expand and maybe get Seattle back up. You see what I'm saying? Like that would make the most sense. But it would be conference balance for me. Yeah. Any other losers before we can move on?
I had one more.
Go ahead.
Toronto Raptors.
Ooh. Yeah.
Instead of adding a player or better than Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram type player, they left to try to unearth a gem late in the lottery. And the Raptors, they're good at evaluating prospects, but they can never seem to get a high draft pick better than 9th. So it'd have been a lot better if they could have got somebody like Cooper Flag, Harper, or whoever was left in that out of those guys be the top 4. So Toronto Raptors can never seem to get a good early draft pick in this lottery.
It's tough, man. It's tough for Toronto.
Yeah.
About to take Ujiri to Atlanta.
Curse of DeMar DeRozan.
About to get Ujiri in Atlanta.
Y'all seen that? Who's y'all GM now? Y'all just got rid of my boy Landry Fields.
I mean, look what he doing with Trae Young. I like Landry Fields, but you got to do more with Trae Young. We got to capitalize on this. This our last
Come on,
year.
man. Get us out of here, Jeff.
Make a move.
It's okay.
I'm talking about my house, man.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all in a better place than the Chicago Bulls. We got Matas Buzelis.
You said you like Buzelis.
That's my boy. I love Buzelis. And also, I love Kobe White.
Kobe White's
Kobe White.
Kobe White can play. And they got Zoe.
Yeah,
all right. Speaking of injuries.
One more question. I'm sorry. Quick. Should the NBA do what the NFL does? Worst team gets number 1.
No.
I think everybody should.
No, because it'll be tanking.
They tanking now.
Tank dogs.
They be real.
Yeah.
You can tank in basketball.
Yeah, you can tank it.
Yeah,
you can't really tank in football. No.
Might die.
Somebody might die you out there tank. Yeah, you got to pull somebody out of the game. You can tank in basketball. No, they doing it the right way.
All right, man. We all held our breath, especially as Celtics fans, but the worst was confirmed. Jayson Tatum, perennial NBA All-Star and MVP candidate for the Boston Celtics, did, in fact, J-Ho, tear his right Achilles tendon in Game 4 loss to the New York Knicks.
Gang member. Shout out to the Achilles.
Shout out to the Achilles game. Tatum underwent surgery this week, and the team announced taking pictures saying all things look good and clear after the tear.
Sheesh.
All right, guys. This is a multi-layered topic here. Where do the Celtics go after this injury? Let's just start there.
Yeah.
Where do the Celtics go after this injury?
You got it, Coach.
They got to blow the team up. They got to figure out.
Wow.
And this is the reason. They were already facing uncertainty in the summer because with the current roster intact, it was going to cost them $500 million, including luxury taxes, whether they won or lost. It's been believed that they were going to change no matter what happened in the postseason because they thought Al Horford going to hit free agency. He's 39 years old. Drew Holiday and Porzingis haven't been able to stay healthy consistently when they own the court. And you seeing Porzingis going on. He looking to step slow right now.
It ain't that. He just got an illness.
Yeah, I know.
Like he can't breathe.
Yes, but I'm saying though, that's a lot of money to keep on the books for a player that's not probably gonna play next season. Because if he does, he won't come back until February or March. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to keep this band together with all the money with a player like Tatum probably missing all year next year.
Oh, yeah. If you look at like Coach mentioned, they were 228 over the cap as far as getting into the second apron. So you got $54 million from Tatum. He's not going to play a game in the next year. You got Jaylen Brown with $53 million. Drew Holiday at 32. Porzingis at 30. Derek White at 28. Bro, that's 20. And then you ain't even talking about Drew Holiday. You ain't talking about Al Horford. You ain't talking about Peyton Pritchard.
You talking about Drew?
Yeah, man. Like, bro, that's just your starters.
Yeah.
So, man, $20 million over the second apron is one of those things, man. I think that the worst thing that happened for them was losing Tatum, because I think they were planning on getting rid of Jaylen Brown and building around Tatum, Derek White, and trading them for a bid.
Yeah.
Mm.
You said it. You got 4 players making over $30 million.
Yeah.
Can't in this CBA. Shout out to you, CJ McCollum. You can't do that, right? That's impossible.
Yeah.
We've all said it. No matter what was happening this season, this team wasn't going to look the same.
Nah.
Jayson Tatum not being there at all next year
It's tough.
is just expediting the process. I think you have to blow this team up simply because. Here's the thing. There's no way you're going to pay 35-year-old Drew Holiday that amount of money.
Nah, he done.
And he's going to get that until 2027, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a team that's on the cusp of winning the championship that will take Drew Holiday
Tomorrow.
and give you something for that.
Tomorrow.
Porzingis, also, injuries, like illness aside, injuries aside, there's a team that's on the cusp of winning the championship that will give you something for Porzingis at this point in his career.
Absolutely.
And you just hope keep Jaylen Brown there and steady the ship for a season.
Jeff, they already giving him injections in that knee. And when you already doing injections, that means that you almost on bone and bone. So you're going to have a surgery soon.
Ooh,
But he can do the surgery once this season is over.
Yeah.
And in recording this, the season may already be over for Boston.
Right.
But you do that as when the season's over, and then you have Jaylen Brown, you have Peyton Pritchard, you have Derek White, and you in the retooled East, you may not be a number 1 seed, but you are at least a playoff team,
right.
You know what I mean, or a play-in team next year, and you build from that.
It's tough, man.
And because Tatum's gone for at least a year.
Oh,
easy. Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he done. And you look at it, he's not playing until 2026, 2027. He'll be 29, so he'll still turn into Kevin Durant light, and not being able to do. And he wasn't predicated off of explosiveness anyway, but it's one of those things, man. An Achilles injury, you just don't know how you'll look when you come back.
Can the Celtics win this series if they take it back to Game 7 in Boston?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a must win for the Knicks.
Oh, they better win.
They better win.
They better win.
But they can't go back.
They can't.
Go back to Boston.
They can't.
Joe Budden don't need to go to the guard. in game
Spike
6.
Lee.
Yeah. Spike Lou. Yeah. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast.
Halftime, we have another installment of In Case You Missed It here at FSP.
Favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Some to some, not to all, like they like to say.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about some awards that the NBA has gotten rid of in the past that you may not know of and why they got rid of these awards.
Let's hear it.
First award, Comeback Player of the Year from the NBA.
Mm.
They had it from 1980 to 1986. Why did they get rid of it, you ask? Because the last 2 winners of the award, Marquez Johnson and Michael Ray Richardson, who both won the award, were coming back from substance-related issues.
They come back from crack.
So the NBA didn't want that attention. So they say, you know what? To stop this from happening again, we're going to ask this award.
A lot of crack in the NBA tonight,
Hey,
man.
crack era. Crack era.
You coming back from a torn accident.
Yeah, you come back from torn
back
crack.
Crack, baby.
That ain't chocolate.
That doo-doo, baby.
The next award, the IBM Award.
Mm.
Sounds crazy, huh?
What's that for technology?
Yeah.
Mm.
1984 to 2002, IBM sponsored this award. And what was the trophy, you asked? It was a little IBM computer.
No.
Now, IBM used special computer formula that combined player stacks with team success to find the MVP without bias and voter fatigue.
Mm.
They got rid of this award in the late 90s when the NBA came up with their own player efficiency stat. Jordan won this award 2 times, and David Robinson won this award 5 times.
Here we go.
So the IBM Award.
Here we go.
Next award, the NBA Horse Champion.
Mm.
The NBA used this to host a competition periodically.
Kevin
They
Durant
had this
went back to back,
competition.
didn't
They had this competition in 78, 2009, 2010. 2009, 2010 is when he won,
Okay.
I believe. and they had it.
That was
And-
Wanda Durant. Shout out to his mom
And they won. And in 2020, they did this competition in the bubble.
in the boat.
So it wasn't something they did every year. This is just a periodically award. And last but not least, the NBA All-Star Legends MVP.
Oh, I remember that. Niggas is out there tearing their Achilles.
There you go. They played this game during All-Star Weekend.
Stop that.
In 1984 to 1993, the competition between NBA legends was going, but it got canceled after injuries, like my co-host here said.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries during the 1992 game with Norm Nixon and David Thompson. The last year they had this was 1993.
93.
So those are NBA awards that you may not know existed in the NBA.
That was good, coach. That was good, man.
Ready to get started? Second half?
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, it is the WNBA preview show for the season of 2025. I am Jay Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, the 2025 WNBA season officially tips off on Friday, and every team will be in action this weekend to start what should be the most important season in the league's history. The pressure's on the league to follow up from what was an historic 2024. We'll have plenty of predictions on who will win it all, who will take home some individual trophies. We'll have some other predictions, some wild, some not, what will happen during this WNBA season. First things first is the best free agent signing. Coach Locke, give me your preseason selection and why.
My preseason selection was BG Brittany Griner to the Atlanta Dream. Last season, Atlanta gave up the second most points in the paint at 34 points per game. No way that's going to happen again with Brittany Griner. She's a team that already has the guard play.
Mm-hmm.
They just lack the inside presence. But now that they have a post that can defend and can still help score on the inside as well, watch or don't be surprised if the Atlanta Dream make a nice jump this year adding Brittany Griner.
Heard you. Talk to me, Jeff.
Same. BG.
BG. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going with Satu Sabally from the Phoenix Mercury. We only got 15 games of Sabally last season, so she really wasn't able to follow up on that great WNBA campaign of 2023, but we saw one of her best performances during the Unrivaled season. So a lot of that was increased confidence on that three-point shot. So now you add along Satu Sabally with Alyssa Thomas and Kalia Copper. Yeah, it is Copper. They gain solid offense and become a nightmare defensive lineup. KFC, Kalia fucking Copper. But, yeah, give me Satu Sabally, Phoenix Mercury. Breakout player of the year, Jeff. Preseason selection and why?
Camila Cardozo.
Okay.
Chicago Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Like
year
it.
for her.
I like
Coming off the injury last year, rounded into shape as the season went on.
Mhm.
This is the year they solidified themselves at the Twin Towers for the Chicago Sky.
I love it. What you got, Couch?
I had Camilla as well, man.
Okay.
At 6'7", she has the skill and patience to be a true low post player, which should make it easy for the Sky. It has better 3-point shooting than it did a year ago.
Right.
They added Courtney Vandersloot,
Salute.
and that's going to help Cardoso get more buckets around the basket,
Absolutely.
make it easy for her. So that's going to naturally translate to a higher field goal percentage for Cardoso,
Mm-hmm.
which she shot 52% from the field last year. So you want to see that go up to around 60, 65 as a post player. So with the addition of Courtney, that'll help her increase that field goal percentage, which will increase her points per game.
Yep. And Sloot came back from the Liberty. She played with the Chicago Sky for 12 years.
Mhm.
So getting her, I think with Cardoso, she's going to have a great year just on the strength of she didn't have to play a whole college basketball season and then 3 weeks later playing a full WNBA season.
Exactly.
So, yeah, no, I love that pick. But I'm going with Monique Billings from the Golden State Valkyries. She appeared to be on the verge of a breakout season last year for the Wings, but she rolled her ankle really bad and just never really recovered. So at 29 years old, you need somebody there. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to break out with the Golden State Valkyries because it's just a brand new franchise. But just a skill set, scoring and rebounding, it wouldn't be surprising, obviously, establishing one of a top tier season at 29 years old. So Monique Billings from the Golden State Valkyries.
I like it.
Most underrated player in the W, Coach. Give me your preseason selection.
My preseason selection is Easy Magbabor
Yeah, Easy Magbador.
from the Seattle Storm. She's great at blocking, which led her to being the Storm's franchise record holder for blocks in the season with 82. She's one of 5 players in WNBA history to have more than 70 blocks in back-to-back seasons, and she won Defensive Player of the Year in 2024 and was first team all defense. So with that, a lot of times people don't like to pay attention to the defensive side of the ball. It's not as flashy as your guard scoring a lot of points, but look for Easy to have another big year and people to notice her a lot more this year.
Easy Magbador. What you got, Jeff?
We kind of spoke about her already,
Mhm.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Yeah.
Constantly in the top of the league in assists, going to the Chicago Sky, giving them that guard play that they definitely going to need with those Twin Towers, those bigs. And this is going to be it's a sleeper pickup, like we said.
I love that.
An underrated player in the league.
Here's the thing with her. The point guard they had last year was Kennedy Carter.
Yes.
And Kennedy Carter is not a distributor. She's a scorer. She's a bucket.
Yeah.
So much so that they didn't bring her back. And now she's playing in China. So it's one of those things with Sloot is going to help. Angel Reese is going to help Cardoza. That's a good pick. I love that. Yeah. My most underrated player is Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream. I think she's one of the league's best, most underrated two-way talents in the league. And I think with her new coach, Carl Semesco, his heavy emphasis on three-point shooting is going to only help Alicia Gray playing alongside BG, playing alongside Ryan Howard. She's going to be one of those people that people don't talk about enough, but she plays at a high level every year. So Alicia Gray, man, Atlanta Dream.
I like it.
Comeback player of the year, not to be mistaken for the comeback player of the year in the NBA, because people in the NBA that came back from crack.
You smoke crack, don't you? Boy, don't you smoke crack?
Research that we can't just put crack.
No. Man, Walter Ray
Allegedly.
Richardson was on crack. Michael Ray Richardson was on crack.
That's a crack, man.
Yeah, Jeff, kick us off, man. Comeback player of the year.
Satu Sabale.
Okay. Yeah. I
Like
love
you said,
it.
Jay only played the 15 games.
Yeah.
But down with the Mercury, they retooled Mercury. It's the fact that you had Taurasi, you was grinding, but then you retool, get this team back together that quick.
Yeah.
In one season, this is dope. So shout out to Sabale.
Coach, who you got?
I'm rolling, man.
Yeah.
She had a nickname, the Unicorn, for no reason.
Yup.
In the first 5 seasons of the league, she was 2-time All-Star selections, main most improved player in 2023. You put her with Kalia Copper and Alyssa Thomas, expect her to get back to her big game ways, man.
That's right. My pick for comeback player of the year is Cam Brink from the LA Sparks, recovering from a torn ACL, expected to return right around the last week of May, early June. So big milestone. She's only 23 years old. She was drafted number 2 overall in 2024 and was playing some good basketball. And if you just see similar to how they use players like De'Erica Hamby, Ray Burrell also plays there. They also have Rakia Jackson. So it's a bunch of players there, but I think Cam Brink can do so much. So, yeah, I'm rolling with her as comeback player of the year.
Nice pick.
Yeah. First-time All-Star, Coach. Give me your preseason selection and why.
Paige is the low-hanging fruit.
It is. This is
this low-hanging fruit is only lasting. So I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm not.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you said it.
I said it.
I know. I'm helping you out, dog. Yeah, I'm helping you out. That's all. So I'm not gonna go with Paige. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Rakia Jackson.
Okay.
With the addition of Kelsey Plum, it's gonna make the game so much easier. And like we talked about earlier, like you mentioned, Cam Brink coming back is gonna make this Sparks team that much better. So I'm gonna go with Rakia Jackson for first time All-Star.
What up, Jeff?
Man. I'm going with Camila Cardoza.
Okay.
Full
You riding the
season.
Brazilian train. See what I'm saying? If we were talking about Anderson Varejao, we wouldn't even have no problem with this. But now we talk about Camila Cardoza. Shout out Camila Cardoza.
Camila Cardoza is going to have a great season. They're going to average a double-double.
Yeah.
All-Star.
Jesus Christ. My first time All-Star is Aaliyah Edwards from the Washington Mystics, man. Showed some flashes in her first season on the lowly Washington Mystics, despite having an inconsistent role. But we saw her playing at a high level in Unrivaled. I think with the focus that she has now, getting that confidence, and also playing alongside Sonia Citron and also my girl Kiki Irief and It's going to be a great year for Aaliyah Edwards. So that's my first time All-Star.
Washington, boy, they need a year for basketball because it's
it's
been
tough.
bad for basketball
It's
fans in Washington.
It's,
They weren't even tanking, and
Yeah.
the Wizards weren't.
Right.
They just
Bad.
but I'm telling you, the Mystics got a bunch of players, but all of them are front court players. You got Shakira Austin, you got Leah Edwards and Kiki Eriffin, all playing the post.
Yeah.
It's they're gonna get in each other way. But yeah. Coach of the year, Jeff, preseason selection and why?
all in on the Chicago Sky this year.
Okay.
Tyler Marsh,
Yeah.
first year coach. They finished 13-27 last year. They're going to turn that around.
Mm-hmm.
Cardozo's going to be healthy. Angel Reese
You
is
know.
going to be healthy. This is going to be a team to watch. Go with Van Lee.
Yeah,
Van
yeah,
Lee
yeah.
is there. You know,
That's your team,
That's
dog.
your team.
That's your team.
I dream my team, but I go with the
Okay.
Sky.
Okay.
I like the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, you can't do it that loud. It's cool.
Nah, it's rough.
It's rough.
Right
Yeah,
there.
it's rough. Talk to me, Coach.
I'm going to go with Stephanie White from the Indiana Fever, man.
Okay.
They made noise this offseason getting rid of Christy Sides and bringing in Stephanie, who coached the Fever from 2015 to 2016.
Okay.
So she's going to be gaining abundance of talent, improving on that 500 record that they had last season. She could lead the team to a top 3 seed in the league, something many coaches haven't accomplished in their first year. She's going to have the growth of Caitlin Clark, the growth of Aaliyah Boston, and now they have DeWanna Bonner
DB.
and Natasha Howard and Sophie Cunningham.
Yep.
Now, Sophie, she may be sidelined after the foot injury she suffered a few nights ago, but this is going to be a team that's going to improve and going to have a lot of eyes on them, so I could see the Fever having a great year and leading the Stephanie winning Coach of the Year.
Okay. My pick is Noelle Quinn, head coach of the Seattle Storm. They did a really good job in free agency, bringing in some adults. Injuries hurt them last year. So now you have Easy. Now you have Skylar Diggins. You brought in Alicia Clark. You also bring in Gabby Williams as well, which was a late injury. So now you match that along with everybody that you have there and a coach that gets a second chance to do something. They can't shoot. They can't shoot. But I think primarily with their defense, it's always going to be a situation where you can win games at a high level. So I can see a push for Quinn to be recognized. So Noelle Quinn, Seattle Storm. Rookie of the Year, Coach. Preseason selection. We going with the low-hanging fruit.
No, we not. I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
Okay, let me say this.
Okay.
The low-hanging fruit, the correct answer.
Okay.
Okay.
We know everybody.
Okay.
But
So who has a chance other than
There we
Paige?
go.
Okay.
I didn't overthink this.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, I just, I want to throw
Okay.
some people up some different names because everybody knows Paige is good. She should win it. Let's say that.
Yeah, she's in the best chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So the person to win it after her, or I guess say coming second, I have Dominique Malonga from the Seattle Storm.
Yeah, it's good.
She's a walking double-double, average 18 and 11, playing for France in the Euro Cup.
Yeah.
She's already stated that she's going to play the entire WNBA season, and she's not going to represent France in the Euro basket for women. So that's going to give her a good chance to maximize her rookie year.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Malonga.
So Dominique Malone is great, but she also is playing alongside Agumake, Nneka Agumake as well. Do you think, and Easy Magwador is there as well. So do you worry about her getting the run that she was getting, kind of similar to what Aaliyah Edwards ran into last year, playing behind Shakira Austin?
Yeah, she's not going to play as much, but she have good enough numbers to be the runner-up for Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Because we know Paige is going to be Paige.
That's why I picked Kiki Eriffin. Just intrigued. I just think she can play at a high level. She already has shades of Asia Wilson. The way that she defends and also plays in the mid post, and just a nasty streak about her. I just not too many bigs, I think, who can keep up with her. And on top of that, the way that she moves and plays at a high level, I think her next year will be her best year. But this year, I think Kiki Eriffin could be second place because I think Paige is winning it for sure. Yeah,
I didn't overthink this one.
Yeah, it's boring. I get it,
Right.
but I mean, she just in the situation where she's in the best spot, right? She's playing alongside Arike Ogunbowale. They also have a new talent with you bring in Nalissa Smith and Dejanay Carrington. So you have all of that, and then you match in Paige,
Healthy Paige.
a healthy Paige. Yeah, now that's
Fresh off a national championship.
playing some of her best basketball. For
And
sure.
it's going to be another situation like Caitlin Clark. Everybody knew she was going to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Because all the lights
Angel Reese,
camera,
though,
action
came
come
through.
on there.
Angel
She
Reese,
did.
yeah, she came through.
She did.
She came through. Yeah. All right. 6 Woman of the Year, guys. Quick fact: only twice this award's history has given to a team not on a playoff team.
Mm.
So let just the world know that. Give me your preseason selection, Jeff.
Gonna keep that streak alive here. Sophie Cunningham for the Fever. She's been a starter most of her career. She's going to that loaded backcourt in Indiana. And she's going to give them a much-needed boost to that second unit.
Yeah. Coach?
I'm rolling. Sophie, she's gonna come back from that injury and still play enough games. Fever gonna make a run in the playoffs. So I went with Sophie as well.
Yep. I'm going with Marie Johannes from the New York Liberty. She is the best player nobody talks about. Best reserve in the league, top scoring reserve on a really good team, has been the template for this award, and she puts points up in a dizzy. And on top of that, she makes cool passes. She reminds me of Jason Williams when she plays out there at a high level. So any concerns about her defense is the reason she doesn't start. So she's coming in, instant grits, man. So Marie Johannes from the New York Liberty.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's great. I'm telling you, shades of white chocolate. Defensive Player of the Year, Coach. Preseason selection and why?
Asia Wilson, man.
Okay.
After finishing in second place last year, she's going to win the award again. She come off a year where she led the league in blocks, averaged 1.8 steals per game, which was fourth in the league. But I think she fell victim to a little voters' fatigue. Not saying Naficia Collier wasn't sliding. But Naficia Collier locks the puppies up. She won an award and was very deserving. But I think this year, I think Asia's going to get that award again.
Jeff.
I'm going with back-to-back.
Yeah,
Asia Collier.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everything Coach said why she won that slide, continue to slide. It's going to be an even bigger year for her this year.
Okay.
More on that later.
Okay. I'm going with Easy Magmador from the Seattle Storm. Again, is one of my favorite players in the W. She was all defensive first team for the first time after a pair of second team nods, and then she ended up third on the defensive player of the year vote last year. So now with Jewel Lloyd's departure, is going to be asked to do more on the defensive side of the ball and offensive side of the ball. But she's one of the most versatile defenders, like Coach mentioned. There'll likely be, I think, a defensive player of the year or two in her future. It's very similar to like Rudy Gobert. Like she's going to have a run like that. Yeah, just there, just she was an all-star last year. Just a great situation. The good thing about Dominique Malonga is playing behind her so she can see how to play the defensive side of the ball. So, yeah. Easy Magmador, Seattle Storm, and the award of the night is the most valuable player in the WNBA. Jeff, preseason selection and why?
Naficia Collier.
Yeah, okay.
This is the year. This is the year that the league's gonna have the most eyes on it, and players that the three of us have championed on this show for years are going to rise to the occasion. And here's Exhibit A of that. Okay. Like she's going to take advantage of those people, those new eyes turning into the league. Yeah, she's going to put on a show.
Yeah, they got robbed of a chance to win it all last
one possession.
Yeah,
one possession last year.
Yeah. Coach,
I got to go Asia Wilson, man. Okay. Got to go back to back, and the reason why head coach Becky Hammond has already come out and said that Asia has gotten better in the offseason, which is wild considering how good she has already been. She's coming off the most all-around productive season in league history. But with the refreshed Chelsea Gray, jacked up Jackie Young, and Jewel Lloyd, the Aces appear to be better positioned to support Asia. Now, the problem they will have is lack of depth. That could hurt them. But as we could see last year, you don't have to make it to the finals to win this award.
That's right.
But I went with Asia Wilson.
All right. I'm rolling with Naficia Collier just on the strength of how the WNBA history doesn't find well the back-to-back MVP. Cynthia Cooper is the only player in history in the WNBA to win back-to-back MVPs, and it happened in the first 2 seasons of the league. It hadn't happened again. So the way that Naficia Collier played for 12 months of basketball, she dominated both sides of the ball, and she got MVP of Unrivaled. So if you look at the way that she's still playing at a high level, a new Jordan brand in Dorsey, I think she's certainly good enough to get her MVP that she deserves. Again, I love Asia Wilson, and I think Asia Wilson is the best player in the WNBA. But I just think it'll be a little bit of voter fatigue, and they're going to give Fees one of these MVPs, but just on the strength of how great she played over the past 12 months. Yes, sir. Naficia Collier, MVP. Our WNBA Finals prediction, Coach, preseason selection and why?
Going Minnesota Lynx versus New York Liberty. The Lynx have returning starters led by Nafisi Collar. The addition of Carly Samuelson and Cheryl Reeve at the helm indicate their path to redemption, and they on the revenge tour.
Yeah.
Now, it's rare for teams to repeat as champions. The Aces became the first back-to-back title in 21 years, winning their back-to-backs in 2022 and 23. But heading into the 25 season, nobody has done enough in the offseason to unseat New York in my eyes, which is justifiably the preseason favorite.
Yeah.
Them adding a cloud
Yeah.
gives them more
They
playmaking
do.
because she is an energy shifter, and we already know that they already saying they can feel her energy and her presence in their organization. So I'm going Minnesota Lynx with New York Liberty.
With the Minnesota Lynx, people don't talk about Kayla McBride, man. She is cold. That's one of the most underrated players. She was one of my people. I went with Alicia Gray, but I'm telling you, Kayla McBride is the second best player on that Lynx team. Jeff.
I'm going Minnesota Lynx. For everything Coach said. Versus Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
Speaking of revenge tours, we got 2 teams on the revenge tour.
Yeah.
Aces feel like they came up short last year, falling in the semifinals.
Yeah.
And then, of course, 1 possession for the Lynx, right?
Yeah.
You know, so this is going to be, I think, then you have the reigning MVP versus what I think is the incumbent MVP, and 2 players battling for Defensive Player of the Year. These are the type of matchups you want to see in the spotlight in prime time.
And for that reason, I have the New York Liberty versus the Las Vegas Aces. Just on the strength of the way that Jewel Lloyd will bring a little bit more. No disrespect to Kelsey Plum, but it is a person that is going to go for broke. Like, she going for it. Jack's still there. They still got Chelsea. And on top of that, you got the best player in the league with a point to prove. And you want to go and get one because I think this is the last year of Chelsea Gray and those bad knees. So, yeah. New York Liberty, Las Vegas Aces. And that is our second WNBA season preview show.
Look at us.
Great time for Weezy to use some PTO.
Ooh.
Because he would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing, man. One thing. WNBA. Get this right, man. You
Yeah.
talked about it your worst of the week last week. These cuts are getting ridiculous.
Bad, man.
Haley Jones gets cut from the Dream. Deja Keller from the Aces. Cheyenne Sellers from the Valkyries.
Shane Phillips can't play, though.
Yeah, but still. Caitlin Shin,
Man,
Bree Hall,
Yeah.
Harmony
That's
Turner.
true.
Like, come on,
It's some
man.
players, man.
Yeah, like,
It's some players.
come on,
But
man.
I watched Cheyenne Sellers play.
Didn't look good. Wasn't ready.
She going to have to go get that real ID.
Woo!
Shout out to the real ID.
She going to have to go get that real
Shout out
ID.
to the real
She
ID.
got to get that real ID
Or Walgreens.
to get that real ID.
No, if you got a passport, you don't need it.
That's true.
Real ID.
Yeah, it trumps it.
That's Trump. That's
She
Trump.
can go Walgreens.
That's a big joke.
Yes, big joke.
She go Walgreens.
You go to Walgreens. You got to get something. Because I'm saying she ain't playing stateside. I'm going to tell you that. She better wait until the summer. Athletes Unlimited. Man. Got a spot for her.
Hey,
Shit. She ain't going to make Unrivaled. No, I'm saying? She
Tweet
not.
us with questions.
Tweet us with questions. Yeah.
Questions.
Throughout the show, throughout the week. Don't forget to pre-order your shirts.
yes, sir.
By the time you guys are hearing this, man, you got a couple of days left.
Yeah.
So I get it.
One day left.
Deal-
Time they hit it.
Damn sure. Guys, just hit up the guys. I get it.
Yeah.
Just send a DM to the guys. We'll get you
Send me a
squared away.
DM, man.
Do this a DM.
In a DM.
Yeah.
FSP,
Yeah.
J-Ho,
Yeah.
J-Eazy.
Hell, the cameraman will take
the
care
cameraman.
He'll take care of you.
How easy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, any of those did.
Matter of fact, everybody send it to the camera. That's some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe, and more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Coach
Get a drummer song.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Cameraman, The Revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasted.